in your house, house, in your house, house, in your house, in your house. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bada boom, realest one in the room. How you doing? I'm a certified G, bona fide stud. You can't teach that. And you are tuned in to IYH.
Hi, this is Isla Dawn, and you're watching In Your House podcast. This is Alexis Littlefoot, the Big Flexer, and this is In Your House.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smooth. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I'm in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, we are back on a Sunday, and man, what a weekend it has been. I have had a busy week to cap off a busy weekend. I have another busy week coming up, and that's all right. I enjoy it. I love it. I like staying busy. I like keeping my hands busy, keeping my mind busy, and wrestling contributes to that quite a bit. And I got to tell you, man, I have really been, with the time that I have been really kind of digging in. I've been working a lot of overtime in my shoot job and whatnot, and just really being able to take in some like different content and whatnot. And also because the overtime, I've been able to also kind of treat myself a little bit. And I was able to get a pair of shoes that I really wanted to get, like ever since I was a kid. I wanted these, and you know how it is when you get a chance to, become an adult and you're able to get the things that you weren't able to get as a kid, just as a treat for yourself. If it wasn't for the fact that I was working so much overtime, I wouldn't have done it. But because I treated myself. I got myself some Jordan 4s. I got some Jordan 4s. They are amazing. I love them. The Toro Reds. I got them on my feet right now as I'm recording this podcast, and it's great. And we were doing the rundown of today's show, and I'm about to bring my brother on here right now, and we were talking, myself and Voice, and as we were finishing up the rundown for the show, he had broke news to me. The reason that I even brought up the Jordans is the fact that, Michael Jordan, the historic Chicago Bulls, and we just lost a historic Chicago Bull by the name of Stacey King. This is exactly what we were talking about. Like I said, when the rundown came on, I was like, wait a minute, Stacey King? Because I hadn't thought about him in a while. And then Voice was like, Chicago Bulls. And I was like, oh, it all came back to me. So, yeah, we literally just lost him, man. So, like, Voice, you let me know about that. Of course, I hate to bring the show up on if feels like a low note, but we have to acknowledge that we have a really expansive Chicago following here. I'd be remiss if we didn't bring that up.
Yeah, Stacey King, three-time NBA champion, commentator for the Bulls, also.
Yes, yes.
Just young. I mean, like, I wouldn't have expected him to have passed this soon, but again, I didn't know his health, what he was going through. But I mean, it's short taken life, but yet again, he lived 3 NBA championships.
Yeah, for sure.
He battled the Pistons for Michael Jordan. Like, the dude lived a life, and sad to see him go. But I think his fans know what he meant to the Bulls organization and to the fans that were fans of Chicago Bulls. But fans, it is I, the voice, here within your house. Welcome, household. We see you out there, Nightwing, our UK correspondents. You guys
Yes,
will be
sir.
hearing more from Nightwing out there. Thank you for always being a co-pilot in the In Your House excursion that we do. But yeah, we're about to get into a bunch of wrestling talk. But like, on Tuesdays, House, me and Kevin, before we start the show, we like to find out what each other's been doing for the week. So what'd you get
Yeah.
into this weekend, man? Like, let us know, because I know you've been doing shit. Oh, I think we gotta freeze up. Okay, let me check some things real quick. Yeah, we got House frozen. All right, fans. So yeah, once we get House right back on, which it'll be a second, we'll get back into it and start talking about what House got to do this weekend, and all the different things that he's been into, uh, working his butt off at the shoot job. Uh, we had yes, this was okay. See, this is why we love the chat. Nightwing, our UK correspondent that we talked about earlier, he said to me in our Discord chat, we were talking, and he said, I worked a fucking ABBA tribute show at the stadium. Yeah, so if you don't know, Nightwing is a security guy over there in the UK at a pretty big stadium, in which I believe Robert Plant is the owner of the football club that is out of there. And me and Nightwing, instantly when I found this out, connected with the dude, started talking Led Zeppelin to him and all these things. And then I've listened to all the little stories that he's told me, but this one threw me for a loop, because he tells me he's got to be a security. Okay, he is the vice president over there. Okay, so he tells me that he's got to do the security for this ABBA tribute show, and I just start laughing, because I just can't think of anything funnier than Robert Plant. Anytime that he needs like a boost in his day, he just listens to ABBA. I like, for some reason, this tickled me in a way that fucking it had me rolling. And then fucking Nightwing chimes in. He's like, I don't know, he's a pretty chill dude. He probably does this. So it just humorous things between the co-creators on here and our fan base. Still a high-ranking guy. You ain't lying. I mean, but VP's right up door to the president. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Robert, Big Glenn chiming in saying, Robert, I bet a big Dancing Queen fan. He probably is. He was probably up there just in his little office, just, sauntering away to ABBA and all their hits that they've done throughout the years. Nightwing saying he wasn't there. But there were a lot of drunken guys. That's not surprising, and girls, he says. Yeah, that does not surprise me. Going back in the day of ABBA, and well, good thing it wasn't Studio 54 there, Nightwing. You would have had a bunch of coked up, drunk old people listening to ABBA, and that's never good for anybody. But fans, we are here to talk wrestling, and like House brought up at the end of this show, I will be sitting down and watching Mask versus Mask with House. This is my very first watching of the match. I've talked it. I've listened to a lot of people discuss it. I've seen a lot of highlights. Um, Again, Double or Nothing. I'm hearing that this is the match compared to Double or Nothing, and how this match specifically uh, was more. A lot of people said it was better. I don't know. I'm going to give you guys my analysis when we watch it. Some of the highlights I seen um, were pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to finally diving into this match and getting it over. All right, House is back. House, can you hear me, my
Yes,
friend?
yes, I can hear you just fine, man. Sorry
Okay,
about that, fellas. So
no
happy to be
worries.
back though.
We're glad to have you back because we just had a 5 minute ABBA talk. Okay,
Oh boy.
so to catch you up before you told us what you were doing this weekend, in the Discord chat, me and Nightwing were chatting back and forth about the UK correspondence thing,
Yeah.
and he informs me that at the stadium he does security for, ABBA, a tribute ABBA band is playing, and me and him had a back and forth laughing about this, and now the chat because Led
See the
Zeppelin's
chat?
Led Zeppelin's frontman is the vice president for the football club over there.
That's correct. The one that the AI stadium that Nightwing
Yes,
is over there with. Yes, yes. I'm
exactly.
with you.
So I had a whole thing where I thought it would be funny if Led Zeppelin's frontman, Robert Plant, like to get himself boosted up for a day, he listens to ABBA. And the entire chat has been going back and forth about this. We have Ribshot. Good to see our Ribshot. He says,
Rip
I
shot.
bet that was sick, Nightwing. So maybe an ABBA fan over there with Ribshot. That'll be something to uh Volix. Yeah, apparently. We got
ABBA boring bullocks.
I fucking
That's
love
great, man. I love our chat,
it.
man. Oh man. All right, all right. So as far as what I was doing this weekend though, me and the wife went out. We went to a movie over here in our area in Indianapolis, and we watched Scary Movie 6. And man, I got to tell you, I bought tickets early for this. I bought them early in the week because I knew we were going, and it was the premiere weekend of it, and I just had a feeling it was gonna be pretty busy there for that movie, especially the time that we were going. We went at about 6:30. And I figure with that being the release of that movie, it was going to be a lot of people there. So I just planned ahead and went ahead and got the tickets. And I was right. It was a pretty packed theater when we went there. A lot of people interested in seeing Scary Movie 6. And I was kind of paying attention a little bit to some of the ads of it. And then like the reviews. I don't really pay attention. Like I don't pay a whole lot of attention to reviews when it comes to movies. Because like sometimes that's not accurate. And like IGN gave Scary Movie 6 a 5, and I think it's because the person who reviewed it was like from a younger generation and was probably like offended by the jokes and things. I get it because like yeah, like I could see how that movie could press some of those younger folks buttons, but for who the movie was for, which is for our generation, I was thoroughly entertained. I laughed the whole time. I mean, I laughed the whole time. There was times where I was like, "Ooh," like some of the stuff they did was like borderline, like, "Ooh, they're hitting that line." But like, I loved it. Like, it was great. Like, Scary Movie 6. I don't care what y'all talking about. You can give it low scores, Rotten Tomatoes or whatever can give it this and that or whatever. I don't care, bro. Like, I'm not basing it what y'all are talking about. I'm basing it on my entertainment, and I laughed the entire time. I laughed a lot in that movie. Wayne's brothers still got it. That shit was funny as hell. I mean, just the way they kind of moved the story along, everything was great. The characters were great. They had legacy characters. They had new characters like that were children of the legacy characters. So like, and then I won't give it away, but like, it was just great. I enjoyed it. It was a fun movie, and there was people out there saying, "Oh well, this movie sucks. It's just a parody of a bunch of different scary movies." Duh, stupid! Like, who goes in? You going to watch Scary Movie 6 without watching the first 5? Of course you're not going to get it, dummy. Like, you a whole idiot out here in these streets. What are you doing?
Yeah, and they're idiots getting paid.
You're like, come on, bro. Exactly. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, I mean, oh, it was a parody of other. What are you doing? I watched Scary Movie 6 for the exact same reason I watched Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
It's stupid, silly fun. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Over analytical bullshit. It was insane. It was insane. I loved it.
Yes,
I loved it.
Ribshot, the Wayne's brothers would highly agree with you if you haven't
Oh, they
listened
would.
to them talk about this. They were super excited to get back into the directing chair and watch
Yeah.
everything go. And from what I've heard from Howse and fans that I know who have seen it, this is exactly what we wanted, and we're going right back to what made this series so fucking funny. And real quick, to the people out there who are like, this is just a parody of a bunch of other movies, oh god, you are so dumb. I wish your parents would have just bounced you like a basketball. It sounds like they might have, because you're not
It sounds like it might have happened anyway.
the reality of life. But yes, this is exactly what this movie franchise was set up to be. This is what we wanted. Our generation was so tired of seeing fucking guys in your nightmares coming after you, a guy who only comes out at Halloween, and a guy who gets mad at people humping at a camp. It got boring. We got The Ring. A bitch came through the fucking TV. Guess what? They parodied it. And then WWE parodied it in a fucking championship match. So get the fuck out of the way, because you're stopping the evolution of society. That's what
Everything's been done. Everything's been done. Everything's been done.
Did it.
Exactly. Simpsons did it. Everything's been done. So like, let's go back to what we know works. And from what I watched with Scary Movie 6, they went back to what worked. They wasn't worried about whose feelings they was hurting. If Scary Movie becomes more of a niche movie, I'm gonna still watch it, because I was entertained. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, man, that's what I did this weekend. I highly recommend Scary Movie 6. I laughed the entire movie.
Yeah. No, I've everybody I listen to who like those types of movies, they're giving it praises. Me and you, we love the same type of entertainment. So
Oh yeah.
I know as soon as I'm able to watch it, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off and hitting you up in the chat and be like, "You remember this part?"
Bro, I'm glad that you said that, actually, because you said you can't wait to watch it. One thing that you haven't watched, and I'm sure you brought this up, but one thing that you haven't watched is El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano, mask versus mask match. And I want to bring that up for a second before we dive deep into our discussion today. We got a lot of great things to talk about, and some not so great. Some things that are kind of under our skin, as it were. We'll talk about that at the later part of this segment here. But you had plans to watch the match, not live, but when you had a chance to, when you got a free minute. I told you, hold on, buddy, hold on, hold your horses there, big fella. Take it out of the playlist, because that could be content. So what we're going to do today on the second half of the episode is myself and the Voice. The second time for myself, the first time for Voice, we're going to do a watch along of Mask versus Mask to get Voice's live reaction here on In Your House.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and we did discuss it a little bit during the beginning of the show, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And you're 100% right. That's exactly how it went. I talked to Kevin about it. He's like, I would watch it. Just find some time. And usually my time for myself is during my work, when I can just work and then listen and watch. as I go about my
Me
business.
too. Me too.
Um, but yeah, you directed me like, hey, we can watch this live. We'll make it a show. Our initial plan was to make it just its own show and us do a watch along right there. But we we are masters of this so far. We know what to do. We know how to produce a show. So we decided to make it for a Sunday house party, which kind of makes sense. I mean, what I've watched a lot of movies at house parties because fuck, sometimes that's the most entertaining thing at the house party.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the match versus match watch along. But since that match is about an hour long, it's on YouTube. We're going to dive deep and jump right into what we want to talk about. So we put something on our Facebook page, Voice.
We
More
did.
specifically, the young boy Bryce. We put something on there and it really got my wheels turning and got me to thinking. And I want to ask you, Voice, and I want to ask you guys out there in the household as well. We're going to go through a few promotions here, and I want to ask a couple of questions. First off, who's your favorite wrestler on each promotion right now? I'm talking about currently. Who is somebody that when they hit your screen, when you see their match graphic, when you see that they're about to work, do anything on that respective show, who are you paying attention to? And then my other question is between the two major American companies, WWE and AEW, what are some things that going on any show? I'm talking Monday Night Raw. I'm talking NXT. I'm talking Dynamite. I'm talking Collision. I am talking SmackDown. What are some stories going on that spark your interest? So let's jump right into it, Voice. WWE. There's been for me a little bit of lull on the main roster side of things. I'm talking Raw, I'm talking SmackDown. Things are just kind of moving along, but things aren't really like in a major way for me personally. This is just me, but of course, there's always going to be elements in certain wrestlers that I'm always going to look forward to seeing and seeing what they're doing. So let me ask you, WWE wise, who's your favorite current wrestler? Who is somebody that is a must see star for you right now on Raw or SmackDown?
Right now, and I know we haven't seen much of him lately, but it's Randy Orton. We don't have him long, so I'm in my Randy Orton phase, and I want to see where they're going, what they're going to do with the rest of his career as a in ring competitor. So that's kind of where I'm at. I know we don't see him a lot, but for me personally, it is Randy Orton. I want to know. I want to see this story. I mean, we've seen so many ends to so many great stories. The last one
Mm-hmm.
was John Cena. I mean, if you think what they did with John Cena was garbage, you're gross because they turned me into a Cena fan, and I've
Yeah.
never been
Yeah.
one his entire career. Um, so that's where I'm at with that. Now, for me as an analyst and what I do and coming on and talking, I'm a fool not to say Jacob Fatu because to me that dude is a book.
Yeah.
He's writing this amazing novel of, especially since I followed him in the indies,
Oh yeah.
to see his story being wrote is pretty something pretty special, and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, no, Voice, I got to tell you, man, I really like your answer there, both answers, honestly, because Randy Orton is really something intriguing to me, and he's intriguing to me not because I'm seeing him on screen, because he's doing anything on the show. It's why did he suddenly come off of TV? That's my question. There was speculation that there might have been an injury, and I think that got debunked.
Mm.
So I don't know why he just so abruptly did what he did to Cody as far as sending such a message on such a stage, the night one main event of WrestleMania, sending such a message and then not following up at all. That's crazy to me. So that makes him compelling. Shout out to the chat. Let me hop in the chat real quick before I continue my thoughts, because shout out to the badass construction worker, Big Oja. He's in the chat. He says, my bros, we got some words about a situation with him later. We're going to get into that. But let me get back to my thoughts, though, because Jacob Fatu is another good pick, Voice. I really like that pick because I think there is a possibility that he could be a mole in the bloodline. I don't see him being in the bloodline as a long-term member. I think they might drag this out for a little bit, but then we're going to see an implosion that's going to result in Jacob Fatu really showing who he is. I'm interested in that as well.
Yeah, me too.
But let me get to mine. As far as my current favorite wrestler, favorite person to watch on.
Oh no,
This probably feels obvious. I know this probably feels obvious, but as far as a favorite for me, it's got to be Obafemi, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be Obafemi. And let me tell you why. Obafemi has got a lot of things moving right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He just came off of a tough defeat against Brock Lesnar. It took 7 F5s. 7 F5s, one of them being through the table. One of them being through the table. And he lost. But you know what? You know what, Voice? Trust me, we're going to get to the chat. Trust me, we're going to get there. Because I already have an idea who Ripshot is saying. But how did he respond to losing that match, Voice? He comes out on Monday Night Raw, and he's not strutting. He doesn't have his big strut like he has. He's strutting a little bit gingerly. You know what I'm saying, Voice? And that could be one of two things, Voice. That could be one of two things. That could either be the shame of having lost to the Beast, or that could be him selling his battle wounds at the hands of the Beast, whether it be 7 F5s or a Kimura lock that he almost broke his arm. A lot of things that, bro, Oba's on a different level because he sold that the loss was on his mind when he was coming out to the ring for that King of the Ring qualifying match. He didn't just come out strutting and stuff like he was the guy or whatever. No, he came out with some conviction like, damn, I fucking lost. I'm pissed off about it. And now I got to come in here and I got to destroy. And you know what he did, Voice? He came out there and he destroyed. He destroyed. He won. He moved on in the King of the Ring tournament. And here's the thing that's going on with Obafemi, Voice. He's either gonna win King of the Ring, or he has to go. At some point, he has to go on and he has to have the rubber match with Femi and Lesnar 3. I love Obafemi right now because he's got so much irons in the fire right now, whether it be wanting to main event SummerSlam or wanting to retire Brock Lesnar. He's clicking on all cylinders right now. My favorite wrestler in WWE right now, by far, is Obafemi.
No, I completely see everything that you laid out. Plus, you have to add that this is a newer version of how we're seeing a monster being made.
Yes.
It's not down the same path of what we've seen before. There's differences in it, and you have to respect that because as wrestling fans, we do become stale and old man crotchety in our way we want to view our heels and faces. And
that's fair.
Oba changes the game in a sense because, like you said, I mean, I pointed it out in the chat. His face was not Oba's face. It was, he had concern, and that's a master and salesman. That's a young man taking notes when Brock, the master of selling, says, "Hey, we're going to do this match. You know, what are your thoughts?" And I can only imagine Brock was like, "Hey man, we got to sell this. We got to do this."
Yeah.
Because Oba's the dance partner in all of this.
Yeah.
You don't think Oba knows the ins and outs of it working with Brock? You're a fool. Brock. We can say what we want about personal Brock, but Brock in the ring, he's going to give you everything, and
He
especially
gets it.
to finish his story, and to not only, and we have to also think about this. SummerSlam is 2-night event.
Yep.
What's more compelling, just Oba facing on one night or Oba facing on 2 nights?
I love it,
First
voice. I
night
love
he
where your
retires
mind's
Brock.
at. I
Second night
love it.
he gains a title. To
I
me,
love it.
you're writing a monster right there. You're building up exactly what you're trying to replace. And
Voice. Voice. If they do what you just said, that idea that you just said, voice, where they have Obafemi retire Brock Lesnar on night one of SummerSlam and then defeat Roman Reigns on night two of SummerSlam, that would be on the levels of Jericho winning the World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championship on the same night from Rock in Austin. Am I wrong? Do I sound crazy? Tell me right now.
no, you're right in that opinion, because you also have to remember what Brock is capable of in a big match, and it's his last match.
Yeah.
And we already just witnessed the brilliant mind of Oba selling his injuries.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know I know if you're just your base level fan, this is probably boring as shit to you, but right now we are nerding out. Oba is the next Lesnar. No doubt, end of
I don't know
statement.
how else to say
He
it.
is the next Lesnar. And to build the next Lesnar, you have to do something spectacular, because he was a spectacular sight. Again, have your opinions, whatever. But if you take those opinions out and you look at it at the wrestling history,
Mm.
Brock Lesnar from the start to when he does his last match has been known to destroy everything in his path, even his own career. This, to build up the monster, to replace the monster, Oba has to have a highlight matches like that. He has to
Complete,
retire him,
utter dominance.
turn around, and win the title. And it's going to be beneficial for Roman too, because that puts a obstacle in Roman's path
Yeah.
completely.
And Roman needs adversity. If he loses to Obafemi at SummerSlam, that's going to be one of the biggest defeats in Roman Reigns' career. And you know he's gonna want to get his get back. Roman's not just gonna lay down. He's not at the end of his career. He's gonna want to show Obafemi. We could do Obafemi and Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania and a rematch, and it would make sense. I mean, come on. I don't know, man. I'm talking myself into Obafemi having a big SummerSlam, a historic SummerSlam. I love your ideas, but we do got to move on here. Well, let's go to AEW. AEW is a company that's really been sparking our interest a lot lately. And we've been talking a lot about it, and we've been kind of bringing in some of our other teammates here at In Your House. They've been talking about it. We've got Bryce been talking about it. We have got Kevin who's now talking about it. And of course, our faithful OG Tony's been with us every single week. So, Voice, who is your current favorite wrestler in AEW?
I must say, if you didn't watch Collision last night, go back and watch Collision. It was a really good Collision. I enjoyed it. But
Okay, okay.
for my overall favorite wrestler right now in AEW, and it's because I'm sitting back as an analyst and watching their trajectory. I came across him during the first AEW years, and it's Orange Cassidy,
Okay.
because I'm seeing a change in Orange, especially with his mini team ups with Leo.
Yeah.
Um, I'm enjoying Leo's work too, because Leo's progressing others around him in his unique, obscure way. And I just love it. I've been following his social medias and some of the shit he does, man. Like, it's a real life golem. But I'm seeing Orange Cassidy change. He's becoming a little more serious in his approaches. It's
Yeah.
not more of the put your hands in your pocket and do little kicks. He's
Yeah.
actually he's moving. So I'm saying Orange Cassidy because I feel in this year, Orange Cassidy might have a big push coming up.
Yeah, I think there's been an evolution in Orange Cassidy for sure. I'm really loving his segments with the conglomeration and specifically Leo Rush. And this is something that OG called for a few weeks ago. And then they started doing it. And that's kind of pairing up Orange Cassidy and Leo Rush. I talked about it on this past Thursday's AEW review show, now available on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It was a great episode. I listened back to it. And we had Kevin jump in on it. It was great. But Orange Cassidy, yeah, he's hitting on a different level right now. And I like the fact that he's not, I mean, he can't just stay the laid back guy the entire time. You know, he has to evolve in some kind of way. And I think that he is. I'm enjoying Orange Cassidy. I like that pick. I think there has been a evolution in Orange Cassidy, and I think there could be something big coming for him right around the corner. But all right, let's before we get to mine, let's jump in the chat real quick because we got one from Ribshot. He says Lesnar was an NCAA champion, instant main eventer, and world champion in WWE. Had a pretty dominant run in UFC, becoming a champion. Then he returned and dominated for years. I really like Oba, but come on. I know, man. I see what you're saying as far as like accomplishments, but as far as like size and presence, like I think that's more where we're coming from is like size and presence. I mean, there's not a lot of people on this planet that's going to be able to have the accomplishments that Lesnar has gained. Like you said, Ribshot, an NCAA champion, a WWE champion, a UFC champion. This is not a feat that many people can do. Lesnar is one of one in many ways. But as far as size and speed and strength and legitimacy, as far as looking legitimate and looking the part and feeling like that monster, Obafemi checks those boxes. Once again, if you take away the accomplishments, because nobody will ever have the accomplishments that Lesnar will have, I mean, it's just such a crazy string of accomplishments that he has. I totally agree with you as far as, come on, man. You know, it's no comparison. But size, strength, speed, the way that you look at him and see that he can be a mauler and an ass kicker, absolutely. But let's jump back into my favorite wrestler as far as AEW goes. And I know, guys, this probably feels obvious. It kind of feels like a cop-out. I'm sorry, but I just have to be honest with myself in the household. It's MJF, Maxwell, Jacob, Friedman. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It just is. He's brilliant. Every single thing that he does, every single time that he's on a camera, every single second counts. And promos, great. Backstage segments, great. Weekly matches, great. Storytelling, great. World champion 3 times by the time he's 30. I know it sounds so obvious, but he's magic. Everything he does is magic. He is one of the most, if not the most complete wrestler in all of professional wrestling right now. He's checking all the boxes. He just can't miss. I mean, he just cannot miss, and he's still growing his star, growing his brand. The dude's absolutely brilliant. We're watching the modern day Ric Flair. Don't cheat yourself out of MJF. Don't wait to appreciate MJF when he's at the last 2 or 3 years of his career and he's about to ride it out and he's not wrestling the same matches maybe that he is or whatever. Listen, guys, with the way these wrestlers are going, he's 30. We still probably got a good 15 years of MJF if he wants to, if he stays in great shape and things like that. He's a phenomenal professional wrestler. Don't wait to appreciate him. Appreciate him now. My favorite wrestler in AEW currently is MJF.
No, that is one of the fair ones to pick because, I mean, look at him. You can't be on the level of the devil. And if you
No.
try, man, you're going to get burnt. I absolutely love everything that you said about MJF, and second everything you say, because he is great. And just real quick, rib shot. I know. Okay, he's the next monster. He's the next one who is taking that place, the role that Brock Lesnar is has built for years. That's what I should have said. He is not the next Brock Lesnar. He is the next monster in the WWE.
I get where Ribshot was coming from with that, but I also understand your clarification on that as well. Yes, I agree with you on that front. Only one Brock Lesnar, like I said, but as far as fitting that role, that monster role, Oba fits it perfectly. I mean,
Yep.
just perfectly. Okay, all right. Let's transition here a little bit into Triple A. I watch a little bit of Triple A, kind of lightweight, keep up with it. But I'll start this one myself. I mean, obviously we're about to watch it, but it's the only now El Grande Americano. I mean, the way that he's absorbed the culture of Mexican wrestling and Mexican culture as a whole, the storytelling that they did leading up to the match. I mean, now you got to believe that this guy is going to be the next Triple A Mega Champion at some point, and you got to keep him where he's at. He just had one of the most spectacular matches that we're about to watch here in a little bit, and his story's not over. That's the thing. Just because the mask versus mask match has been completed and it's over and that story's over, there's still meat on the bones for El Grande Americano at Triple A. Right now, he's my favorite wrestler on Triple A. Any thoughts or for you from you, Voice, as far as your favorite wrestler on Triple A?
Well, this is not one I picked when I answered the question. But I'm sorry, this might be obvious to everybody out there, but if you're not rolling with Dirty Dom, who the fuck are you as a wrestling fan? I
Fair.
understand there's fucking stories being told, blah blah blah. I get that, but I'm a Dirty Dom son of a bitch at heart, and that's who I
Yeah.
ride with. If he's in your promotion, guess what? He's my favorite, and Dirty Dom and AAA, that's who I roll with, homie.
Hey, I love it, man. I love it. I can appreciate that answer, man. Um, we'll leave it there just because there's a lot of stuff that I haven't got a chance to catch up on, and we are on time constraints because I do have another question here to transition into our next segment here. That's favorite things going on in each major American promotion. Uh, I want to ask you about WWE. We'll start with WWE again, and we'll keep AEW on the second one. Your favorite story, maybe one, two, however many you want to tell, as long as we keep it tight. Things, situations that's going on in WWE right now that's sparking your interest.
Well, top of the list is Danhausen. I mean, again, just like my Jacob reference, watching this guy from his indie stardom to being a internet sensation to being the second highest selling merchandise dude in WWE just a couple weeks after you debut is fantastic, and everybody who's buying into it, the wrestlers, the fans, everything, I love that. That keeps me coming back, and it may be a mark answer, but dude, I followed Danhausen. You followed Danhausen. To see
Yeah.
Donovan get to these heights is amazing. um Jacob, again, he dominates my brain when it comes to WWE, because again, I love seeing this story. I want
Yeah.
to know what they do next. What is it? Is he going to be the one who gets Roman alone and then just pulls the trigger while he got him by himself? I don't know, man. I'm gonna love what we see with this because it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I like what you're saying there. Jacob is somebody who's definitely intriguing, and I'm always looking forward to what he's doing on the show because I think he's interesting. I'm enjoying the fact that we're back overseas for a little bit because you get some of those early shows, so I'll be able to come home from work and jump right into Raw tomorrow, and then we'll be excited, of course, to hear you and Kevin talk about it on Tuesday. But as far as some of my favorite things going on in WWE right now, things that are sparking my interest. I think right now, boys, the top of the list is what's about to happen with Chad Gable. I think there's a certain aura around Chad Gable right now. The wrestling world is talking about that match. The wrestling world is talking about his promo at the end of that match. And now the question is, now that it appears Chad Gable is back on SmackDown, and maybe he might appear on Monday Night Raw. Maybe there might be a bidding war in the future for Chad Gable. But I think the trajectory of Chad Gable has changed, Voice. I think that we see him a lot less of a Shorty G and a lot more of a Kurt Angle. And that's not to make a comparison. When I say that, I mean to say this. I mean the legitimate Olympian, the legitimate shooter that can be a main eventer, but also keep it light with comedy and have fun and be that type of character. I think Chad Gable is on a different level. We saw and will see the ability, and we know the wrestling ability of Chad Gable, but I think now our eyes have been locked in on him in a different way. And I don't know if you agree with this, Voice, and I do want your opinion, but I think the wrestling world has now shed a new light on Chad Gable. We see him differently to where possibly we could see Chad Gable in some main event situations.
Well, if you can't see Chad Gable in main event situations now, we're not watching the same product, because
Man,
him and Ludwig were able to take an entire country and get them believing that they were a part of their culture
yes, man.
and
Yes.
battling and giving their heart for that. Well, exactly what the Mexican fan base does every time they fall in love with a story through their promotions. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing as a wrestling fan to watch. But yes, like exactly what you're saying, the the character, the person that Kurt Angle set up for us to believe in is a mold, and Chad Gable is that next mold. He's the new version of it, and he should really be appreciated for what he's done. I mean, not we we fall in love with some of these wrestlers. Dean Malenko, for example, would never give Dean Malenko a a a interview to go out there and to deliver me a personal touch
Yeah.
unless he is in ECW, unless he's going up against one of his best friends, unless he is doing that. Because if you go back and you watch Dean Malenko leave ECW, it's one of the most heartfelt moments Dean Malenko has ever delivered with realism. So there are moments to pick and put people in those positions. Chad Gable is that guy. And Chad Gable, he will be our smaller statue champion within the next 3 years.
I got to tell you, man, I think there's a lot of meat on the bone with Chad Gable right now, to where he has a lot of unfinished business now that he's done with that mask versus mask match. And I got to tell you, where we're talking about world heavyweight championships, we're talking WWE championships, and I do see that future in him. I got to ask you, Voice, well, I got to let you know, maybe remind you, what was the reason, or who was the reason that Chad Gable even turned to the lucha libre arts in the first place?
Well, one of the most spectacular guys we've seen step into WWE, and that's Penta.
Penta, who is the current Intercontinental Champion, a championship that has eluded Chad Gable, as we were all speculating a couple years ago that he might defeat Gunther for that championship, and they never pulled the trigger on it. Now the moment feels right, and it feels like perfect booking if SummerSlam, Penta, Chad Gable for the Intercontinental Championship. I think that'd be great.
I think it would be too, but, and I hate to be this guy, House, when Chad Gable went away to develop a strategy to take out Penta, a lot of other motherfuckers stepped up. And Chad Gable's got a big, long line of big hitters if he wants to get to Penta.
Oh, I
So,
agree. He's got to pick up some victories. He's
and
got time.
dude, one man who's been on a trajectory and has not been hitting the ways he thinks he should, Javon Evans and Chad Gable. Give it to me now.
Oh yeah. Oh
Give it to
yeah,
me
that'd be
now,
great.
especially a Javon Evans who's pissed at himself for not accomplishing what he should have accomplished.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh, we're about to
That'd be
cook with
great.
these two. I'm telling you,
I'm
man.
telling you, this there's a lot of possibilities now. So yeah, as far as what I'm interested in, Chad Gable, where's he going? What's happening? I'm locked in. I want to see this. All right. AEW, let's jump over there to the company in Jacksonville, Florida. AEW, what is something that's got your interest, got you possibly hooked on AEW right now?
I got two things,
All right.
and they're in the same division, and it's not the men's division. So get that out of
Okay.
your head. We're talking women's division, fellas. All right, so the women's division, that's what's keeping me in AEW right now. And I know a lot of people have been saying, whoa, it's been lacking. It's been not this. It's been, and I get that. I totally get that. But you have the top of the women's division, Tekla, which, oh my God, she's ready to kill
Yeah.
anybody who even is associated with Stardom. She's going to burn you down. She
She's
already
great.
said it.
Yeah.
So get ready. Um, Outside of that, though, Mercedes Monet has come back and she is
Yes.
ready to roll. And guess who we get to see her with in this tournament, House?
Who's that?
It's one lady that we seen recently, and we both said we want to see more of her. And I believe it's Hazuki.
Yes, I think Kazuki just defeated Persephone last night on
Yes,
Collision.
Persephone. Yes, she defeated Persephone, which was a really good match. And when I say that, I want you, if you're going to go back and watch it, view it through your AEW goggles, like OG
Yes.
Tony has suggested, because there are a few little mishaps in it. They could have tightened up, but I believe that was just miscues. But the
Yeah.
whole match overall, stellar match. Persephone really came out there and she made you believe she was going to get that. And Hazuki, wow, she can go, man. We didn't see enough of her in her debut match. I'm looking forward to seeing this Mercedes and Hazuki match coming up. So that's what's keeping me entertained, man. And I did not think that the women's division was going to grab a hold of me like it did, but I'm starting to see some pieces move, and it looks entertaining, my friend.
Yeah, I see I see what you're talking about because they have been bringing in. They're trying to uh pivot in a way because no Tony Storm, no Willow Nightingale. We just got Mercedes Monet back. So what I like about it is that they realize that there's an issue and they're fixing it. So I can appreciate that. I respect that. They're trying to bring in the hitters, and that is great. As far as things I am excited about in AEW, and it's crazy to say this, but I have to be honest with myself. And I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but I'm a fan of proper storytelling and good booking. And that's the story of Will Ospreay and his road to All In London. It's it's just good booking. It doesn't matter what I think about the guy. The booking is great, and he's from the UK. It's gonna be in Wembley. It's going to be in his, home country for the AEW championship, especially if it's MJF he's going up against. MJF is going to make Will Ospreay look like the biggest of baby faces by being the biggest of heels. And it's just perfect. Like, this is booking perfection to get him to where he needs to be against the guy he needs to go against and the country he needs to be in for the biggest title in the company at their biggest show. I'm excited to see the culmination of that. Like, it had me even, seriously, not even joking, had me looking at tickets to London to be able to go to this thing. And I was like, I can't really spend that right now, especially coming up at the end of August. But I thought about it, man, because The booking is just perfect for this, and it's one of the biggest things I'm excited to see culminate in AEW.
Hey, man, you're not going to hear any complaints from me, especially, well, House. I mean, we have plans. We may not physically be there, but
Yeah,
in your house
will be
has
represented
will
likely.
be represented in there. And let's just fantasy book and let's see if our Nightwing out there, let's just say he runs across fucking Will Ocean Spray. And
Yeah.
let's just say, they're out and he's talking and he's like, there's a correspondent who calls you Will Ocean Spray. And we get a moment where he just looks at Nightwing and he's like, bruv, come on. It would just be good. That's where my head's at. But yes,
I
I
wonder how
understand.
many times he's heard that.
Yeah, exactly. He's just gonna be, you fucking asshole. But I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's wrote perfectly. But it's also wrote perfectly to pull that rug out from every single fan, and it's very MJF esque to do
Bro,
something.
I'm happy with either situation.
Me too, because what? Okay, can we take the payout with giving Will the title at this event in his
Yeah,
hometown? Yes,
yeah.
you can withdraw that right now. But what if you could invest for another year, pull that rug out, don't let him
Oh,
get it?
kind of do the old Cody thing. Kind of do the old Cody.
Yes, and then you
Do
fucking
it
you
at
do.
All in London in 2027.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
They
But
might blow the roof off of the place if,
oh,
if
dude,
if they book it like that.
and especially if throughout the timeline, fucking MJF loses the title, gains it back right before. Oh,
Yeah,
you might have to make it a 2 night event just because it's going to be that much bigger.
it'd be
But
huge.
I really do think they're going to pull the trigger with Will.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. But listen, man, we went over a little bit, so we got to get to our commercial break. But listen, man, I got to tell you, I've been really, really looking at the convention scene lately, bro. Of course, we had the amazing Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis. What a blast that it was, Voice. And then this weekend, as we speak, we have the Indiana Comic Con convention going on. Shout out to OG Tony. He's over there representing and doing some commentary there for the wrestling shows over there. I believe it's WCWO that's
Yep.
having all the shows over there. So shout out to them. But, conventions are great, man. And it's a great way to, hang out with other wrestling fans. Bring your kid and have a great time with other wrestling fans, man. But I got to tell you, we just had him in the chat too, in our chat here. That's the badass construction worker, Big Oja. And you brought a video to our attention. I think I was in between. I was getting off from work and I was getting ready to go to the movie. I got home and I was getting ready to go to the movies, getting dressed and everything to go out with the wife. And then you'd put that in the chat in the video. And it was Big Oja, badass construction worker, kind of breaking character. And I tell you, when we watched that video, myself and Kevin and you and Bryce and Bell, hype, we were all equally pissed off. Equally pissed off. So the story here is basically Oja went to a convention about an hour and a half away, and clean up any details for me, Voice, that I might be forgetting. You went to a convention, a wrestling convention, an hour and a half away with his oldest son, and was just having a good time. He got pointed out. People knew who he was from his content. He does. If you don't know anything about the badass construction worker, he does rage bait content on social media. It's a satire account. He's done like construction rage bait videos. Then he transitioned into wrestling rage bait videos and has actually found a good little spot for himself through it. But I guess somebody recognized him. And I guess one of the coordinators of this convention, once again, clean up those details for me, Voice, kicked him out, banned him for nothing. for just being who he is on social media. And that's crazy that you can let somebody drive an hour and a half, buy tickets, this and that, and do that. I don't know, man. You brought that to our attention, Voice, and it really just pissed me off.
Yeah, it really upset me too because I've in the past year of knowing Oja and bringing him to the team's attention and just marking out for the dude. First
Yeah.
video I seen, I marked out because it's my lane. It just having fun and saying this like he doesn't even get the names right, guys. Like you think
Yeah.
he
It's
the
fun. It's funny.
dude, he is such a sweetheart too. And here's the thing. We've had a plan since we met him to bring him on and to tell his story. So he will tell his story here on In Your House at some point in time. It's just things that are working for him and us at the same time. So I've gotten to know him. His whole thing with this is he was a wrestling fan when he was a kid. His dad and him had a connection with it. His dad passed. His son was into it, his oldest son for a little bit, not as big, but the youngest son is really into it. He was doing rage baiting stuff for just construction, like just making fun of workers, telling everybody you're not a badass if you're not a supervisor, things like that. Funny shit that guys joke around with guys.
Yes.
It caught on. He noticed that you could do the same with wrestling. And some of these wrestlers have responded to him. So, a lot of you out there who are defending some of these wrestlers, just know they're in his DMs, laughing it up and laughing at you fucking morons. Because that's what you guys are. If you're taking any of this serious, you're an idiot. You're that, you know what? I could have fooled you back in the day when I started watching wrestling. And I could have told you that for real, the Undertaker and Kane are not brothers. But you would have been there, been like, yeah, they are. There's a DNA test and everything. And I would have been laughing at you, stealing
Because you're
everything from you.
stupid.
You're just dumb as shit. You're dumb. And JCW fans, you juggalos, guess what? Juggalo since 96. Did you go out and get the bootleg tapes of ICP and chicken hunting? No, I did. Did your family steal money from Taco Bell where they work just so you could go to your first ICP show and be a part of it? No, I did. That's the thing. It's these sections, wrestling, ICP, anything you want to go into all the gangs and stuff. All of that is just a spot for people to feel like they belong. And when you take your personal bullshit and you go, well, you're not allowed here, you've killed wrestling. Wrestling is the most inclusive place you could possibly be. Anybody is welcome. Gold Dust, dressing the weird ways Gold Dust used to, grinding on dudes. We weren't out there yelling at him and ridiculing him. We were enjoying the story being told. You have assholes in every section of the world, but for the fact that an asshole did a convention and then you're going to throw somebody out who's just trying to show his children what is possible. We're all nobodies. We're all people who sit in our moments and we live our lives. We are nobodies. But sometimes you can invest in yourself and just do shit that makes you happy, and it catches on. It fucking catches on. And when it catches on, guess what? That's just a route that you could take notes and you can figure out how to catch on. Instead, what do? You act like little babies and you take this shit way too seriously. It is sickening to know that I am a part of a community in which you're going to degrade somebody who is doing nothing to nobody. But then you're going to accept an asshole who sits at a bar, gets shit-faced drunk, shits himself, and then harasses women. You're going to stick up for that dickhead because he comes out and goes, well, the society needs to slow down a little bit. Hey, Rick, you need to slow down a little bit. And lastly, Vic, Vito, whatever you want to call yourself, and your wife, you two are the scum of wrestling. And from this day forward, Jay, Shaggy, anybody associated, all the people Ninja G, let's start naming some names in the organization of Psychopathic Records. Until you guys come out and you address your retarded fans and let them know that this is just a fucking fun way to make money, I'm done listening to your shit. I'm done promoting ICP. I'm done promoting any of that shit. Until you guys get a rein on your face painted idiot fans that are all tweaked out. And here's another thing, ICP. I know this has hit your fucking radar, but in the jail system of America, you guys are known as pedo protectors. And that's no good. I fucking love your music. I know that it's a story. I know that you two are well-educated, college graduated people who worked in this industry and found a niche, because that's all it was in the mid-90s. You found a niche. All the other white rappers were Snow, Vanilla Ice.
Not anybody that was gonna that was gonna stand the test of time at that point.
Nobody. And then what'd you do? You guys linked up with Rob Van Winkle, who was Vanilla Ice, and you actually gave him longevity to his career. Here's the thing. Stand on shit. You guys incite things. And I know that you say it's a family. I've been a part of it. I've bled it. I've seen it. I've been in the crowd. I know the love, but it's gotten too far. Marching for the juggalos, blah, 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 blah. Just because the FBI got you on your radar, that's because a lot of your fans are idiots out there doing dumb shit because they believe in the shit. They think you guys are out there running around causing chaos. You're not. You're not.
They're big killing, bro. They got a whole wrestling company, bro. Like you gotta have all kinds of like official forms and stuff like come on, bro. Like this is not something they are just doing. Like you gotta have insurances, you gotta have all kinds of different like warrants and blah blah blah, yada yada yada, things from the state. Like you're working with the city. Like, so no, it's not you're some anti-establishment, yada yada, this and that. You're working with the people to put your shit together, bro. And like another thing, as far as back to the Olja thing, which I hear exactly what you're saying, but it's a damn shame when the people in the business are getting worked, bro.
Oh my God.
The people a guy with a rage bait account is working people in the business. That shit's fucked up.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sorry, bro. That's fucked up, bro. People in the business are getting worked by some construction worker in Florida. And I love the guy, love him to death. But these people are getting worked by this guy. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What are we doing?
What are we doing? Like, and to the people who embraced Big Oja, who embraced him, like your Jack Vaughns, who's embraced him, like your Matt Riddles, who's embraced him, like, thank you for making it fun for him. Thank you for keeping it fun. This shit is supposed to be fun. When you got guys saying, oh, we have a rage bait guy. What were you worried about? Big Oja was going to be at your event and you guys were going to get canceled or something? Come on, bro. Stop being a little bitch.
Yep.
Stop being a little bitch.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Dude, and we love Big Oja. Like, the dude is the sweetest dude on the planet. Like, you just have to talk to him. Get outside of his personality. But if you like his personality, he's got Cameo. You can hit him up $20. He'll make fun of anybody.
And he's cool, man. And he does it fun. He does it fun. He does it his way. It's great stuff. Shout out to Big Oja, our bro here at In Your House. We got your back, man. I understand you don't want to let anybody know who the promotion is, but I know I'd like to know. I'd like to know. But listen, all right, man. We done got all pissed off and all red in the face. Now it's time for us to chill. Time for us to woosah. We're about to woosah for real, y'all, because we're about to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to take a break. We're about to pay some bills. And me and Voice, we're about to really woosah because we're about to watch one of the greatest professional wrestling matches in modern day history. That is Mask versus Mask. El Grande Americano versus the original El Grande Americano. My second time watching it. Voice's first time watching it. I'll let you know where you can watch that. And we're about to check it out on the other side of this break.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Welcome to the Brainbuster T-shirt website where your favorite podcast team in your house lives. Look at all these fantastic options you have.
If you want that sweet hype, we got it. You want to be divinely designed at yours. Have you lost your voice? We have all that voice merch for you. Are you just a part of the household? We got that too. Brainbuster Tees is where our YH live. Brainbuster Tees is where our YH live.
Hey guys, it's the executive producer of the In Your House podcast, Alakon the Con Man House, here to tell you on this commercial break to like and subscribe to In Your House on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at the In Your House Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe on Twitch at Team IYH. And remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And leave a review and 5-star rating. We thank you for your continued support. It all helps for us to stay charted and continue to give you that work. All right, guys, welcome back to In Your House. It's the Sunday House Party. We had a loaded first half of the episode. We talked about a lot of things. Man, it was a great discussion. I really enjoyed it for the first half. But now we're here to the second half here. And we're going to watch some El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. But before that, I got to tell you, I'm feeling good. I got my workout in. I'm about to be outside doing my thing. And that's a lot because of Goalie Nutrition. A lot of that is because of them, because of those gummies that they have, man. I got to tell you, the Matcha Mind gummies keep me focused and keep me locked in when I'm in podcasts. And, of course, the popular apple cider vinegar gummies give you that energy that you need to go. Helps me through my workout. And then, man, you have the ashwagandha gummies just help you chill out, max, and relax after a long day of work. And you guys can get your wellness journey going too. All you got to do is go to goalie.com, put in promo code IYH. Will help you out with a 10% discount. Let them know In Your House sent you, and check out everything we're doing on Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch. We're on IG as well right now. And then, of course, Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Pop us in your ears and listen to us while you're working, maybe driving to work. And, hey, we're there to help you out and get you through those shifts. So, Voice, it's time for us to watch one of the greatest matches in modern day history. And that's El Grande Americano versus original Grande Americano. Mask versus match. A whole lot of culmination into this. And guys, this is going to be on YouTube. Full match. You could watch it on WWE's YouTube. You could watch it on Lucha Libre AAA's YouTube. But it is there. It is 1 hour and 4 minutes. And it is full match. El Grande Americano versus original El Grande Americano. Mask versus mask match. Voice, any final thoughts before your life changes? Because this is Voice pre-mask versus mask match. We are going to now know Voice post-mask versus mask match. Voice, any final thoughts?
I'm really looking forward to this. This is an exciting match that has been built up by a lot of the people I know and who love wrestling. So I'm looking forward to it. And just one last thing, there was some language I used in the prior segment. Forgive me. I just feel very passionate about this, and I apologize to anybody I may have offended.
Words.
Yeah, sorry.
Words. All right, man. Okay, so we're gonna jump into this thing, man. I'm super excited to watch this with you because when I watched it the first time, it was like right before we did it was like right before we did our watch along for Clash in Italy. So I watched it, but it was almost from like a rushed perspective to where I
Hmm.
was like, I have to hurry up and get. I'm like, I want to be able to sit back and watch this thing. So yes, this is my second time watching it, but this is my first time watching it where it's not like, oh, I need things to hurry up. It's I can just enjoy it for what it is. So hey, we're about to watch this. We got Nightwing in the chat. He says Voice's favorite wrestler is going to be Chad Gable by the end of this. It's a strong possibility. I'm not saying that's not possible. I'm saying that's highly possible. But Voice, are you ready to do this thing, bro?
Oh, you know I am. Let's get it going.
Let's get this thing going in three, two, one, zero. So we're
All
starting
right.
out the night here. We got Rey Mysterio coming out because he's the general manager of AAA.
Well, you definitely need the general manager out there for a match like this,
Absolutely.
especially
Absolutely.
with Rey Mysterio. You could just bring him out anytime you want, really. I mean,
Yeah, true.
Rey, who's going to be pissed?
Real quick while they're doing this entrance, bro, did you watch Rey Mysterio in his last match on Monday Night Raw?
The very last one?
I think he was in a tag team match. He was in a tag team match with
Mm,
Dragon Lee.
I might have caught glimpses of it here or there. Why?
My whole point, my whole point in bringing it up is like he's still like so good in the ring.
Mm,
It just blows me away. Like I know it's
mm.
like, oh well, yeah, duh, but like, no, bro, like he's still like incredible in the ring. It's crazy at his age. We're in WCW where we're gonna be watching Rey Mysterio matches, and he's still great in the ring. We're talking the '90s. This is 2026, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I have seen recent matches of his, and he still can go like old Ray. I mean, it's incredible to see the fact that a man like who's had the career he's had. I mean, he was a lawn dart for Kevin Nash.
Yeah, he
Um,
was.
he was a whipping boy for Eddie for a long time, and but Ray has stood the test of time, and not only just through the fans, but through his work. The dude's good. The dude is fantastic at what he does.
He is. He's a legend, bro. An absolute legend and an all-time great. Okay, hey, watch this voice. Are you seeing this cinema right here? This comic book stuff?
I am.
Look at this voice. I'm so excited to watch this with you, bro. I'm telling you, it's good. Voice, you're going on ride, bro.
They they definitely knew what they were working with here.
I'm telling you, voice.
I mean, you're really going after a lot of the Hispanic culture that I've
Yeah,
known, like
yeah,
the ones that I've become friends with and stuff. That when I was younger, and it was comic books, it was wrestling, it was the
yeah,
punk rock scene. You're hitting on all strides here, and then you're bringing in tradition.
yeah,
And I mean, like I've been saying, this has been said to be the most perfect story to be told in
Yes.
wrestling.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful what this has become, bro. It's incredible that something that was a throwaway gimmick that's supposed to be nothing like turned into it's insane. It blows my mind. It's beautiful wrestling, bro.
Yeah, and you always got to respect things like that. Um, I yeah, Nightwing. I love any crowd that gets in to a match. I mean, ECW was built on the crowd getting people into
Yes.
matches.
Yes. He
Um,
Nightwing's right though, bro. You're gonna it gave me goosebumps. Like I know I said I kind of watched it rushed, but the entrances when I was watching it gave me goosebumps.
no, I can understand that. They did a lot to push this story and to get this story over.
And everybody believed. Everybody
Everybody,
believed.
yeah, and that's the
That's what made this special.
that's yeah, exactly. That's what makes any wrestling moment special is when that group watching it, those people observing it, they believe it, they buy into it. Which I mean, we just got off a segment of people buying into things too much,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
and
this is
maybe
but this is the right amount of buying into wrestling. What we're watching right now is the right amount of buying in.
oh, 100%. I mean, look at the people that we've seen try to push storylines into where it almost got them permanently injured. I mean, New Jack himself
Yeah,
pushed a huge story involving a huge murder case that was going on at the time,
yeah,
and
yep.
people legit wanted to kill him.
They wanted him.
So,
They wanted him dead, bro.
and like he said, when you're in the redneck territory, sometimes you got to push the buttons
Yep,
extra hard, and
yep.
he did. But again, those fans, same idiots we're dealing with today. But I
Look at
mean,
this.
like, how can you have a whole country that buys into the story and nobody's trying, nobody's going out and trying to kill these
Nobody's
two?
trying to kill nobody, bro. They're
I
all buying in. They all believe this is all like it's just a great wrestling story.
Well, I mean, yeah, 100%. To just break it down to the basics, it's a great wrestling story. But I mean, like, is Mexican culture the '90s that we've been looking for? Like
That's
they
bro,
they can go in for an
bro.
hour and buy into a story and then go home and work. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like I love it. Like listen, I came up in California, which is right there, right there on the border of Mexico. So I came up with a lot of Mexicans that are from Mexico, and I will say this, I can confirm that all the stuff with El Grande Americano, that how he, took in the culture and how he wasn't speaking Spanish, he was speaking Mexican. He took in the culture. One thing I can say without a shadow of a doubt, as somebody who came up with a lot of Mexicans and been in Mexican households because people I grew up with that I was friends with and had same interests as me were Mexican, and I would go over their house and stay the night with their family and have dinner there and hang out with them. And I was a part of like a quinceañera for a girl that I went to school with. She turned 15, had a quinceañera. One thing about Mexican culture is if you embrace Mexican culture, they embrace you. They embrace you. I can say that 100% without a shadow of a doubt. I felt embraced. I felt embraced by them,
Yeah,
and it's amazing. And they're doing it so right there in AAA right now. Undertaker's doing great with the booking as we have El Grande Americano, the original one, coming out right now. It's They're doing a great job, bro. And shout out to this Mexican crowd for just being incredible and buying in. It's so awesome when everybody buys into wrestling.
yeah, and it's how it should be. This is a moment in time from all the insanity. You get to zone out and just be a part of something that is fun. It's just fun.
Yes.
Wrestling is
Yes,
fun.
man. Yeah, man.
You can tell
Like
so.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, go
you
ahead.
brought up you brought up that the way that Bryce described it on Tuesday show and the light in his eyes that you said that he saw and the way he was speaking about it and maybe you hear the way I'm speaking about it now. I cannot wait to see how you watch this and how you view this and how you look at this on the other side, knowing the type of fan that you are, knowing the type of storytelling fan that you are. I'm just very excited. Do you hear this crowd? They hate this guy.
Yeah, and they should. they they bought into every spot that everybody should be placed. I
Yep.
mean, a whole arena of people just absolutely loving one moment is, as a wrestling fan, as somebody who has seen it in other promotions, this is
Hmm.
just a beautiful thing. I mean, my favorite promotion of all time, packed house every time somebody did something, and when a performer fucked up, they knew it. When a
This is
performer
crazy.
did great, they knew it. And to be celebrated like this,
Oh
even
my
your
god.
even your mariachi band like hyping everybody up to boo louder. I mean, that you can't.
They hate this guy.
This is them though.
Oh
This
my
is
god, look at him. Look at him fighting with the mask with the kid. Oh
yeah,
my god. This is great. Great. You said it perfectly. Is this 90s wrestling, bro?
yeah. I mean, this is Bret Hart fucking Stone Cold coming out.
Listen to the crowd. Look at how original El Grande Americano is soaking in the hate. It's perfect.
Dude, going back to that kid did his job.
He did.
That
He did.
that is what you want. You want fandom
He's
like that.
passionate. He's
You-
passionate.
yes.
He believes, bro.
And for that young man to believe that hard into it, you just boosted up Chad Gable.
Bro, did you notice it was so cool, bro? Like it made my heart warm as a fan. He was not letting that mask go. The kid was
Yeah.
not. He held on to that mask for dear life. That mask means something to him. That's fucking wrestling voice.
That's I
Damn,
mean,
that's wrestling.
think about the times we've seen wrestlers, the heel take a sign that a kid took their time to make
And rip
and
it
rip it
apart.
right in front of their face, and to see the heartbreak in that kid's face.
Yep.
But the young man we just seen, that was passion. That
Yep.
was, you are what I hate, and
Yep.
you are not taking what I love from my
And this
hands.
mask represents everything I love.
Exactly. And
It's when you're a kid, it's that simple, bro.
it is. And it's a beautiful thing.
It is. It truly is. That I love that moment. I love that moment.
Yeah, and I mean, Chad Gable, when it comes to heel work, a lot of people should be taking notes.
Oh, look at him. Look at it. Oh, look at the hero, bro. This is just classic good versus evil. This is when you keep it simple, it could be like this.
It's
Look
under,
at him.
it's understanding all the elements that go into making a moment. Who
Yeah.
the producer of this, which I believe, God damn it, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Kevin
Who
said
did
his,
was it Pete Dunne?
yeah, Pete
Pete
Dunne.
Dunne, yes.
Why
Yeah, I
the
remember
fuck
because
did
I
I
listened
forget
I listened
Pete's name?
back. I listened back, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to understand, he's going to the basics, in which you're looking. We just watched the heel walkout. All the mariachi band is in black. We're watching the baby face come out. They switch and they wear his mask. It's
And they're all in white, representing this is good versus evil.
Yeah, exactly. It's subliminal. You're hitting on all the levels to make it, as I've said at nauseum, easily digestible by the
Yes.
average fan. The average
Yes.
fan tuning in, if you even had it on mute, visually, you know what you're supposed to be doing as the basic viewer. Who is the
Yes.
good guy? Who is the bad guy? You make your
Mhm.
decision on who you're going to cheer for.
Here's the thing, bro. Like As we have him coming out right now. We're still waiting on El Grande Americano to come out. It's going to be great. Uh, I was listening to Busted Open, and Bully was on there, and he said something I totally agree with. And I think WWE has an issue with this. And I'm not sitting over here bashing WWE. We want to get to the match, but he said wrestling story should be so simple, an 8-year-old should be able to understand what's going on.
Well, that's 100% true. That's
That's not to say anybody should be insulted or anything, but you have to assume when kids are watching, they want to understand what's going on too.
yeah, yeah. Because
You
if you're
have to
set
be able to break it down.
100%, if you're sitting down and watching cartoons with your kids, and you're thinking you're gonna divulge your whole life parenthood plan from the cartoon, you're a silly goose. It's
Mm-hmm.
entertaining for the basic of ages who can understand
Look
it.
at this pop.
8 year
Exactly,
olds.
yes. But that's right. Everybody has to be able to understand what's going on. Stop being so overly convoluted. It's not needed. Look at this. Look at this arena right now. Listen to this pop. This is what happens when you don't over convolute shit.
100%. It's the basic principles, the basic psychology.
Everybody wants to overcomplicate everything and make wrestling this and that. And I understand it. I get it. You don't want things to be stale. But when it's like this, look at this guy coming down the ramp, getting all the love in the world, all the love in the world from everybody there in Mexico. It's this is it, bro. This is it.
Yeah. It's the ultimate character work. I mean, these two,
Look at him. He's hyped, bro. This is
I
crazy.
mean,
Look at him in the crowd. This is amazing, bro.
it is. I mean, Ludwig really did exactly what he was supposed to do for a baby face.
Look
He
at him.
embraced
Perfect
the
baby face.
culture. He got an entire country to love and believe in what he
Dude,
was
look at this shit. They
representing.
love him. This is fucking insane. Look at him. They love him, bro. It's magic. Shit. Yep, I'm getting goosebumps all over again listening to this entire arena behind this guy. There's not a single person in that arena that is not behind this El Grande Americano.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a whole arena believing in everything he's doing. I mean, to have
Yeah.
these kids, just the kid that had his mask almost
Wearing the
taken from
mask,
him
it's
is getting his moment with his favorite wrestler. And the fact that Ludwig realized to give that kid that moment, the and Gable giving him his moment, and then the redemption, like you can't you can't not. This is Shawn Michaels back in the day coming down to Sexy Boy and making every woman who's down there dreams come true for that night of just
yeah,
being around
man.
Shawn Michaels. Uh, it's the NWO. I mean, come on. Like, these are levels that are a masterclass to obtain by simple storytelling.
Man. Man, so true. So true. I just love it when we let wrestling be wrestling, bro. This is what this is.
Yeah.
This is just wrestling being wrestling. No overly convoluted bullshit. No internet, fucking anything. Like, let's get the spoilers on the internet. No, nothing. Everybody just buying into the story, and it's not. It's just the story, bro. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah. And what I really appreciate about a lot of this whole feud is if you want if you want to find the negative comments about it, you have to look deep. They're
You
not
do.
They're not surface level.
Oh! Oh! Oh, we started out hot. Oh, match starting now. And our Grande Americano's on top of him. Putting those boots. Listen to the buzz in the crowd voice. Like there's a buzz. They're chatting pero. It is not. He's a dog. He's a bitch. That's what pero is. Oh, JBL on commentary, great.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much I missed JBL on commentary, bro.
Well, I mean, JBL did his job very well when he was a commentator for
Very well.
WWE, and it kind of makes you kind of wish he was still doing some things.
For sure. I just don't know if he wants to travel. That's the thing. I think he does AAA because AAA. I think he's in Texas and AAA is like in Mexico City, and that's not too far for him. You know.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. He is older, but I mean, any chance we get to listen to him on a podcast, I listen to it. We
Oh,
got
I know
night.
you. I know you sent the link in there. Oh man, let's get to that comment. Let's hit the chat with Nightwing. Go ahead.
We got Nightwing chiming in. Pete Dunne being the producer makes this wild for me. I'm so glad a guy I watched wrestle for years on the indies is doing so well in WWE.
Yeah, for sure. No, Pete Dunne's incredibly talented. I've been watching him for a long time, like before he came to WWE, obviously. So when he got signed as the Bruiserweight, it was super exciting. And to see him having the success that he's having right now, of course, with the Bruiserweight character, it's such a serious type of Taz like character, like small in stature, but big in attitude and aggression and intensity. And I think for the first time, probably in a while, he's having genuine fun being a part of, the Los Americanos.
Yeah, I agree with you on all of that. Pete Dunne is he's a special treat that
Oh,
we got.
I love how JBL keeps putting in our mind, hey, it's no disqualification. So, because I don't think they made that clear when they came into the match, but he kept saying it on commentary, and I'm like, okay, so they can do all this stuff and it's cool, just cleaning up little stuff like that.
Yeah, which he's a pro at, definite pro at.
Yeah, love JBL. He's super talented still to this day. I'll say this: I don't love Rey Mysterio on commentary. Me and Zay were talking about it, and I understand that he could translate and stuff like that, but I just don't think his voice was made for commentary.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I just don't like his voice on commentary. Like, I love the wrestler. I think I said to Zay, I think I said I like I put Brian Danielson and Rey Mysterio in the same category. I love the wrestler. I love the wrestler, but then on commentary I could do without.
Totally agree with you. I that's how I feel about Corey Graves on, on fucking commentary. We got Dr. Huge Show. Sup, bras? What's up to you? First time chatter, I believe. How goes it? We're watching Mask
Hey.
versus Mask. My first time watching it. Nightwing chiming in saying Ray has a boring voice like Conan
Yes.
sounds so similar.
I agree because they've both done commentary at some point for Triple A, and they do sound alike. I wasn't even really able to tell them apart, but yeah, I don't like neither one of them on commentary. I don't like their voice on it, but I understand why they're there.
It's that East LA accent.
Yeah, oh, trust me, I've heard it. I've heard it a lot, and I don't hate it. I don't hate that accent at all. I just don't like it on wrestling commentary.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's like if we had a bunch of Jersey Shore guys on here, nobody would be watching with commentary.
Oh, 100%. See, you get it. You get where I'm coming from.
Oh, yeah. They definitely first time chatter chiming back in. Dr. Huge Show saying hot take. Pat McAfee is the worst. I don't think it's that hot of a take over here. I think you could say those things.
I think you're allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Pat McAfee is what we spoke with bad about some of the wrestling fans. Sometimes,
oh shoot! Look at. Oh my God! I'm sorry, voice. He's ripping the mask. He's ripping it up.
as he should be, tear this motherfucker apart. This
Holy
was a
shit.
big.
Look how the crowd's eating it up.
This was a big thing Bryce was talking about with the ripping of the mask.
Yeah.
So early in the match.
In the match, yeah.
And it's like you almost get to see who's under there.
Uh-oh. Oh! Right through the tiny table.
Phew. Yeah, you fucked the back of your head up there, Ludwig. Oh. God damn.
Whew.
That neck snap is. Whew. I don't like seeing that. Mm. Dude, that reminds me of watching when I was a kid, fucking at a BMX event. One of my favorite BMX riders tried to backflip over a tabletop and went up and just landed on his neck. Oh, the ripping and tearing. All right, we got a new this guy.
The ripping and the tearing.
Dr. Huge Show. I think you're on our level, my friend. You're a weirdo right? Just like us.
We have an American Dad fan here.
Yeah, we might be. Nightwing chiming in saying in an older mask versus match like Laparca and Laparca, I feel ripping of the mask like that make the match so much more interesting. Oh, okay. The ripping of the mask and trying to get into it makes it more interesting for Nightwing.
Plus, it shows the disrespect. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it's a form of disrespect in this culture.
Do we really need to throw those type of chairs at each other? And then to chuck, like, goddamn, dude, there's some limits we should hit.
What's that security guy doing? Oh, he's checking on him.
Yeah, he just got assaulted with fucking office furniture.
He did.
If this was any other setting, that would be assault, and Mr. Chad Gable would be unmasked by the police.
But this is wrestling, bro, and it's insane.
Yeah. They just send two guys with basic medical ideas to go out there and be like, what's up? You okay?
Are you good to go? Okay. Listen to the crowd.
Nightwing.
Look at a Grand Americano original playing the crowd just enough.
Yeah, yeah, he's got this. Both of these guys got this arena in the palm of their hands.
Exactly.
Nightwing wants to know: could we do a watch along of the previous Mask versus Mask match to see how they compare to this one?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And you know what? It's like Voice has said, and once again, that's where I found him doing watch alongs. Watch alongs are so fun, man. I just love them.
Yeah, you get to hear everybody's excitement for different things and
Yeah.
opinions on different aspects of it.
Live reactions. That's one of my favorite things is reacting live. Oh my god, look at him. He looks dead. It's looking like an original Grande Americano got this in well in hand.
Yeah, it really does. And I think that security check was to give him the blade.
Ah, I got you.
I think that's what I'm starting to gather
Because this was a bloodbath for real. As we get into that point, you're definitely gonna see.
well, Chad's doing that work of making sure you can open up the cut to where the blood starts coming.
Yep.
And I can
Lay
only
those hits in a little harder on that cut.
Yeah. Because I think it was said Gable goes the hard way. That's how he opens up.
Yeah, he had blood like rolling down his face, going in his eyes, bro.
Which makes sense though. Gable, he's that guy, that wrestler who's willing to go that extra mile to give the fans what is deserved in the story.
No, he's going back for that. He keeps look at him. He's going back for that cut again, like you were saying.
And especially with the way matches roll around these days, and we don't get as much color as we used to. This is a great match and a real blood feud to actually represent things like that.
Oh yeah, and I like what you said there. We don't see a whole lot of color these days, but that's okay though, because when we do see it, that means it's meaningful. You know?
Yeah, it's the idea of maybe we should pull back, and which they did. They've done it many times before, but they always go back to it because it's the ultimate. Like,
yeah,
that's the way it should be. I will say I do enjoy the more animated refereeing in this promotion.
Where it seems like they're a little bit more into what's going on.
Yeah.
I like an invested referee.
Yeah.
And I don't like the ones that try to act like I kind of get it because they're like, I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want to be, take away from the talent. And that's one of the things that I've heard before talking to referees on interviews. But I'm okay if you're invested. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If there's a way to show your investment in the match.
That blockbuster was crazy.
And even though you guys hear me say it a lot, I honestly, those are the reasons I like Aubrey.
Yeah. Aubrey was a fantastic referee. I think a lot of people were saying in the beginning she was doing too much, but I think now she's pulled back just enough.
Yeah, she found her pocket.
Yep.
We're such a nerdy podcast that we go into referee talk.
Hey, bro. I love me a good referee.
But again,
a good referee can make or break a match. That's the truth.
It is. And again, people who do what we do, podcasting of wrestling, you don't get these levels. We are developing an international section of In Your House, guys. Like,
Yes.
we are going to be overseas with the name.
Oh, he's got that mask. Oh my God.
These are
It's basically open, bro. Look at it. Oh, big back elbow, though. I'm sorry. You're making a great point of how we're moving international, and then that happened.
yeah, yeah. He ripped too much of that one, I think.
He sure did.
But yeah, we're Nightwing is going to be our first correspondent overseas. He will be diving into the indie wrestling scene over there in the UK, and
That's going to be exciting.
we are in talks of him covering what's it, All In.
All in London, August 30th.
So fans, you're going to get that coverage, hopefully from us and Nightwing. But yeah, that doesn't mean that we stop with Nightwing. If you're out there and you think that you can add to what we're doing, hit us up.
Absolutely. As we were watching the Mask versus Mask match, El Grande Americano versus original Grande Americano, and this match is cooking right now. They're culminating into something nice right now, as I'm saying. Now we got El Grande Americano, the one Mexico loves. He's on top right now as we speak.
And as we speak, Nightwing has told us, I've booked my hotel for All In. So
beautiful.
You guys might as well just put that on your calendars for Nightwing's coverage of All In London.
Wonderful. Trust me, Nightwing. If I could get out there, I'd be out there with you, bro. I promise you.
Oh yeah.
If they do it again next year, I'm gonna be there. If they do it again next year, I'm gonna be in London. Because I want to go. I want to go. I wish I was going this year. We're gonna go to the UK though. In Your House is going to be in the UK. Oh, he got chairs. You got chairs. We got chairs coming. I'm telling you, even though this match had an amazing story, this is a Voice Josh Joseph match in my eyes.
No, it's a very.
But when I say that, I mean hardcore aspects. It has those aspects that I know that you like.
Yeah, they're honestly hitting on everything that they should for a match like this. And this is the ultimate blood feud. This is the ultimate revenge. This is the ultimate I'm going to stay, you're going to leave match. And they're honestly, there's not much I can say I don't like about this match. Yeah, I mean, everything that I've seen so far is perfectly fitting for the story being told.
Oh, we got a chair sword fight going on. Oh no! Julio and Bruno. God! And the table didn't break. Oh, so they're going to get him again. He can pick up again. Now he went through. These guys are ridiculous. I love it.
These two remind me of forgive me for getting their names, but from Boondocks, Samuel L. Jackson's character, and
I'm trying to remember. Oh, headbutt.
The two white rich kids that were just like running around doing whatever the fuck they felt like doing.
I know who you're talking about, and they would act all hood and everything like that. Yep, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I don't remember their names, but I know who you are talking about.
That's what those two are. It's like they watched an episode of Boondocks and was like, I know what I'm dressing up like.
Yep. Because I remember those guys. They were rich, but they acted like they were hood.
Yeah, dude, it fucking cracked me up.
Uh-oh. Ryo and Bravo are here.
Samuel L. Jackson and Charlie Murphy were the characters or the
Ah,
voices
okay,
for 'em.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Kendo stick. He's whooping their ass with that kendo stick.
Yeah, they are definitely
Uh-oh.
swinging for the fences on that.
Great catch. Caught him perfectly.
Motherfuckers getting lit up. Was that a 15-foot drop?
Yeah, man. That's pretty high. And they caught him perfectly. Noche de los Grandes. It's a great event. Now those men are out. So they got to be out of the equation now. So now the action's got to come back to the ring. And there, as soon as I said it, they went right back to the ring and showing original Grande Americano. Uh-oh. Who's he? Ojitos. He's a blind comedian. He's hitting with it. The blind comedian. Oh, the blockbuster. That was sick as fuck. Lojitos in the spot.
God damn.
JBL said, how's he not banned from the arena? Throw him out of Mexico. Oh, I love you, JBL. Oh, shit. Rolling Liger kick.
God damn. Fucking Gable is leaking.
Yeah, he is. What the hell? Oh! Who's under the mask? Oh, he kicked out, though. I thought it was over right there.
I would have lost my shit if it was New Jack under that mask.
That would have been the best.
He'd been like, you motherfuckers thought I was dead? You can't kill New Jack until I decide to die. And I believe I've heard him say that shit in one of his insomnia fucking streams.
I could see that.
Dude, I so miss getting notifications at random times that he's going live. Just to talk fucking complete nonsense, too.
Oh, he's going back under the ring. Crowd's going crazy. Is that a bull rope? That is a bull rope.
Yep. I mean, that was a gnarly stomp.
Oh. I kicked him in the nuts. Oh, he's getting whooped. Oh, shit. Oh, he whipping his ass. Literally.
Sorry, I got hit with a commercial.
Oh, hang on.
No, you're good. They hit me with a Scary Movie 6. All right, I'm back.
Not a bad commercial.
Yeah, it was a it was a pretty aggressive one. Yeah, I got original. He's got the bull rope in between the ropes, and he is just yanking on Ludwig's face.
Oh yeah, he's choking him.
And
Oh,
the woman is coming down the. I
I
believe
think you
that
might
was.
be ahead of me a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm to where the girlfriend's ringside. The one that got kicked out.
Yep. She got fired from the
Yeah,
company
she
in
got
order for the
fired.
match to happen, and now I see her coming down now. Yep, she's
Okay,
coming
tell
down
me when
now.
she gets ringside and starts yelling.
Okay,
It should be
she's ringside. She's yelling now.
okay. We're good.
Yep, she had to. Yep, she got fired so this match could even happen.
How is she even here?
It's crazy that this is El Grande Americano's real life girlfriend. It's crazy how this all happened.
Well, now I understand why he was punching motherfuckers or saying shit. I would have too. I'd have been like, mind your business.
Yep, mind your business, bro.
I'm about to give you the best show you've ever seen in your whole life.
He's asking, "How? What are you doing here? You got fired from the company."
Oh,
She
she
has a
got a
ticket.
ticket, motherfucker. You better ask
She has a
somebody.
ticket. Hell yeah, I fucking
Oh,
love it.
bulwark rope right back into
Oh,
the
he's on his
equation.
ass. He's on his ass.
Dude, that's when you fuck up at your grandparents' house and grandma comes with the switch. Your shit is
Yep. Dude,
fucked.
look at this. Watch this. Oh,
Right,
oh!
right. Beautiful
Look at
DDT
chair.
right on top of there. Right on top of that chair. Kick out.
And he's still kicked out. This match is cooking. Mmm. So good. Planted him right on that chair.
You know, I think
Crowds in.
YouTube wants me to become a gambler. All these ads they keep showing me for fucking gambling.
Oh, they give you gambling ads. Ugh.
I love how there's little blood splots all over the fucking ring.
I love that touch. It's always a great touch. Oh, the back and forth with the punches. Created some separation with that punch. Uh oh. Oh!
Mm.
That could be it.
Pretty incredible that they're still able to go at this caliber, at this length in the match after doing all of what they've done. I mean, a majority of these spots that they've done throughout the match are big moment spots in an individual match, but they're putting all these big moment spots into the one match, which, again, blood feud. They need to go that links those limits, those altitudes to get over on each other. Which just to be able to still move at this level at this length in the match is pretty damn incredible.
Yeah.
And then now for Gable to start working on the leg, which he hadn't been working on any of the lower extremities of Ludwig this whole match, but to be able to do that this late in the match,
Yeah.
I mean, now you're getting into the levels of he is picking apart his opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Every single limb.
Yeah, dismantling the crowd favorite right in front of the crowd's eyes. It's perfect storytelling
Yep.
in a blood feud match. Like, again, I mean,
Oh, that treasure. Oh my god. That transition was wild.
yeah, very smooth transition and very understanding of the match for that transition to happen. I mean, emotionally, now you're wanting to get Ludwig over. You want and the crowd to get right back into him, but then Gable,
Yeah.
too much blood on that one. He slipped through, but got
Yeah.
right into a beautiful ankle lock though, and then had the awareness to clamp down and lay down with it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Now, any effort Ludwig does to slip out of
Oh, he
this,
almost tapped. He was about to tap. Oh my god.
yeah, it's to the point to where it's got him taking every last bit of his energy.
Oh! The straps are down. Oh no, but great sell. The ankle gave out. Uh-oh. Oh, still got him. Oh! How he cleaned that up so beautifully. Oh, and he kicked it. Oh my god. Holy shit. That roll through on the chaos theory was crazy. How did he clean that up?
Mm, mm.
This whole match right now is just giving me this has been an absolute battle.
Yeah, they're going in on each other.
Oh, he's picking him up. What's he saying to him? Oh! Wow. He just lost everything. Great call on commentary. That's what a mask versus match means. Match means when you lose that match, you lose your mask, you lose everything.
Mm.
So many highlights. Ridiculous. This whole thing's crazy that it even matters as much as it does.
Yeah, it is pretty insane, but it does. I mean,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
truly does. The blind guy spot still cracks me up.
Oh, that chaos theory was crazy. How you got him up, fixed that. Oh man, and then boom. Glad I went back and watched that for a second time. I don't know why it always amuses me, but when people wear like regular business suits or whatever with a mask on, it's just funny to me.
Dude, it cracks me up too. There's a I don't know if you ever watched the Rob Zombie horror movies, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and then Three from Hell.
I haven't.
Well, Three from Hell is the end of it all, and the people looking for the killers, they're they're in Mexico, and it, it's some type of gang. But when they go out, they all wear luchador masks in business suits and things like that. So it's a very unique style, but yeah, it does make me giggle too when I see luchador mask and business suits. Well, I mean, this match in itself was one of the best.
Yeah. All what they led up to, all the story that they gave. And it was a lot of story that they led up to this, bro.
Yeah,
I even enjoyed the post match promo. Like I said, this is where Gable really like turned a corner in some people's eyes. Not just the match, but the promo as well.
yeah, he's definitely gained the love and respect of an entire country.
He has. He said I could not overcome the Mexican spirit.
Get the man a motherfucking towel.
Man. Oh, he's about to mask. There it is. It's Chad Gable. JBL. It's Chad Gable. JBL is just the best. blood in his eyes, bro.
Are you where he introduced his family yet?
I'm where he's saying he wrestled in the Olympic Games.
Okay.
Yep, I'm there now.
Watch his daughter.
Oh, when she looks at her hand.
Keep watching her.
She wiped it on her brother.
She wiped the blood out of her dad on her brother.
Too much.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I fucking love that. That for me, that's entertaining.
Yeah. And now he gives him the mask. This is crazy. I love it. Why do they have his name on the Tron as he's walking out like it's some sort of obituary, like he died or something? Chad Edward Gable. Like, what are we doing? Stop. I didn't like that.
He is dead to them now.
He's dead. Like, that's crazy.
You lost your mask. You're fucking dead.
You're dead, brother. Oh, we got the confetti coming out and whatnot. Well, there we go. What many people are calling match of the year, match of a lifetime. A lot of people enjoyed it. I mean, it's hits. I mean, there's you'd have to dig deep to find a lot of bad reviews on this. I mean, you'd have to dig really deep, and they'd have to be just kind of a contrarian a little bit, because I think universally people just believe that this was great and it was a fun time and it was a blast and is what wrestling should be. But it's not about me right now because it's my second time watching it, and I've already given you guys my opinion. Voice, this is your first time watching it. What are your thoughts on the match?
Well, honestly, this was a fantastic match. Throughout the entire time, I'm watching one of the best stories ever told, one of the best blood feuds ever finished in front of a live audience,
Yeah.
in which the entire audience bought into the moment. Um, it's very weird to compare the Okada Takeshita match because
To this, yeah.
here's the thing: both matches contain foreigners going into different territories and putting on the best match that they possibly could.
Yeah.
Both have shown throughout the match that their style of wrestling or what they bring to those promotions is top notch and what should be talking about in those promotions amongst the fans. Here's the disconnect for me. The story that was told between Chad Gable and Ludwig, and I call them by their names because that's how it's easier for me to give you guys the information. The story that was told between those two was perfect in the fact that it took time. We understood the story. They gave it to us almost at a weekly basis in which you could tune into and know that
Built it up. They built it up.
you're going to watch the build up. Takeshita Okada was not. It was not built up like that.
It wasn't.
Between us fans wanting it, we fantasy booked it, but there
Yeah.
was no story to be told there because AEW took no time to tell a story. What is better? I don't know. Going off of match though, and how I view wrestling, I'm going to have to say if we're today giving a match of the year, Mask versus Mask gets it because it's an overall well-rounded story.
Yeah.
Okada, Takeshita, they get a runner-up because it was just a great match.
Sure.
You have
I
to
think
go
that's fair.
in to look for the story. And if you're not an invested fan of these two men, how deep are you going to dig? You don't
Yeah.
have to dig too far over here.
True.
So,
You really don't. They told you, and they told you everything before the match even started.
yeah. I mean, they're not even continuing the Takeshita story in AEW like they should. It's kind of weird the way the Callis family's going after Takeshita.
Yeah, now he's with the conglomeration. I'm not sure if I love that because, like, at what point are we just absorbing potential single stars into groups? Like, I don't know if we should be doing that. Love AEW, but not in love with that. They're doing it with Tateshka on with the conglomeration, and they're doing the same thing with Kevin Knight with the Don Callis family.
Agreed. And it's just, again, I know once Ribshot hears this and probably going to light me up. But at the end of the day, go back and rewatch both matches. Choose for yourself what entertains you. That's what's the beautiful
That's the
thing.
question.
The beautiful thing about In Your House is we bring so many different views together to give your opinion, and you're not going to get berated or
Nope.
yelled at. I mean, maybe the fans might yell at you, but
Yeah, they're
the
crazy.
host- yeah, they get into some comments. We had an ABBA discussion at the very top of this show, so we can go anywhere in that. But at the end of the day, you get to experience pure wrestling from both places. But for me and what I witnessed, because I watched both of them now, if I'm going on my overall view, Mask versus Mask gets it because it was just a more well-balanced story overall being told.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can go against you on that, bro. Absolutely loved both matches. Loved watching both matches. And as far as that front goes, I'd have to agree with you. Right now, I'd have to give it to Mass versus Mass for match of the year. But the real winners, we're the real winners here, man, because we get to watch all this stuff. Like we get to check out all this stuff and we get to watch along with it, create some great memories. The watch alongs have been fun. They've been a blast. I feel like we've been doing them a lot lately, and I'm absolutely not mad at that in the slightest bit. But let's bring this one home because this was a really great episode. I enjoyed it. A lot of juicy discussion in this one. On top of a watch along, that's just what you're gonna get. I really think we gave them an action-packed, juicy, discussion-filled episode with a whole lot of content. So I thought this was a fun one for sure. But Voice, let's bring this bad boy home, and the only way we can do that is by me giving you the floor and letting them know where you can or they can catch all your amazing content and everything that you do.
All right, fans. So if you're ready to tune in for me and all the wild words I will use, come join me over on Tuesday with Kevin Calloway, where he keeps me grounded. He keeps me centered, and he tells me, hey, bud, maybe we shouldn't do that. And I go, okay, yeah, you're probably right. But that's a fun time over there on Tuesday where we discuss Monday Night Raw and we review it. It's the Monday Night Raw review show on a Tuesday with me and Kevin Calloway, the Chaos Goblin, the professional in between the rings and the ropes and all the promotions he's worked for. Come join us. Fans, you drive that show. You already know it. You've heard me say it. Come hang out. Drive the show some more. We enjoy it. Outside of that, it's the WCW watch along with me in house, and that's right, we watch WCW. We go back in time, and we are in the middle of Monday Night Nitro, the birth of it. We are probably a good 6, 7, 8, maybe even 8 weeks into it.
We're pretty close to Halloween Havoc 95. We're getting there.
And that's the key, fans. So if you know the lore, the rumors, the fun stuff talked about in the 95 era of WCW, come hang out with me in house and we'll talk about it. Again, you fans, you're driving the conversation over there during the watch along. Absolutely love it. Lastly, there's a fun show where we discuss AEW. Yeah, that's right. We're hitting all of our favorites. AEW is becoming one of our favorites, and that's where OG Tony, me, and House sit down and we talk about it. And guess who else has joined us? Young boy Bryce. So come hang out with all of us. We're doing some amazing work over there. You get your loves, you get your lows, and you get everything in between when you're rocking with the In Your House crew. And, Gonzo Sports Room is a part of that. So, those guys too.
Give them a follow.
Gonzo Wrestling. Anything Gonzo's doing out there and OG Tony, we love it. We absolutely love it. So come check us out Thursday at 6 p.m. where we discuss AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
Yeah, it is a great time. I enjoy it. That Thursday show has really been cooking, ladies and gentlemen. We just had Kevin on the show, and everybody's kind of locking into AEW. I'm really excited about it, and it's been a great alternative right now to WWE during their lull time, which we're not tribalistic here at In Your House. If it's good wrestling, we're going to watch it, and I think that we've proven that. Once again, I don't want to drive this into the ground too much because I feel like I tell this story a lot, but it's you guys out there in the household that started the AEW review show, because there was people in the chat saying, why don't you guys talk about AEW? We pivoted. We took a different direction. We added a show for you guys out there in the household. For you guys that don't know, we were doing an animation show. We were doing an adult animation show. It was fun. It was great. It wasn't getting the reach yet that the wrestling shows were getting, but we were growing it. But we saw that there was a need to fill that spot because there was a lot of AEW questions in the chat, to a point where people even thought that In Your House hated AEW, like that. It got to that point. So we went in that direction, and my God, the show's grown, y'all. Like, even having Bryce come in for the last few episodes, he's come in, Kevin coming on this last episode, it's just become a unified front that, hey, there is something going on in AEW right now. There is something to be watching. There is something to be excited about with that company. And I think myself and Voice were intuitive enough back in November to see that a spark was happening, and here we are. The show's growing. It's great. I enjoy it. Tomorrow, I'm going to be continuing my interview series. I know, guys, a long gap of time between interviews, but remember, I'm working with the talent's schedule. They're usually busy working on the weekends and going to wrestling shows. Sometimes I do wrestling shows, but for the most part, my weekends are pretty open, so I try to make myself available. But Monday, tomorrow, the 8th of June, I will be interviewing former OVW Women's Champion, and she's in a tournament to try to regain that championship over there in OVW. That's the Divine Drama. Leela Feist, she comes onto the show. She talks a little bit about her career, her beginnings. She's from the local area here in Indiana, here in Indianapolis area. And it's just great to see talent from this local area start to grind. And again, I think she's wrestling for about 3 or 4 years now. We're going to get her thoughts. It's going to be a great time. We're going to hop into it. And then, of course, the amazing normal week of content that we give you guys from Tuesday to Thursday, and then also on Sundays. It's all part of the work, and that's HOWSC, and the W stands for work. So for the Voice, Josh Joseph, and the whole team here at In Your House, I'm Alec on the Command House, here to remind you to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. We'll see you Monday afternoon. Peace.
Yeah. In your house.